Okay, we're going to now get into the intro solo of Still Got the Blues. It's going to sound like this. It's relatively short. All right, so let's take a look at that. We have this kind of melody that's kind of the main theme of the song. And it starts at the 14th fret on the G string to 15, 17 on the B. Then a half step bend on that 17. Hold it, then bend again, and then pick 17, 15. So all together that's. And we got some big vibrato on these notes whenever you're holding them. And then we have 13, 15 on the B string, then a whole step bend, whole step bend and release now to the 13th on the B with vibrato. Then we have 10, 12, 13 on the B. Then whole step, bend and release on the 13th fret. And then again. Then 12 vibrato. Then we're going to end this with a little rake into the 10th fret on the B. Just rake across the strings, muting the strings right underneath it and rake into it. Then pick the 12th fret on the G, and then pick 12th fret on G again and bend it up a whole step. By the way, I'm playing this whole thing on the neck pickup. So he uses the neck pickup through most of the soloing in the song. But definitely during all of the intro solo and the main solo. So all together we have so far, for the whole thing. And that takes us into the first verse. Now, the main solo in the song is very similar to it. That's why we're doing this together with the intro solo, the two solos together. It starts with that main theme again, almost played the exact same way. So we have the same, this is what the first solo is going to sound like in the beginning. All right, so we had that main theme that it's very similar to the intro solo. 14 on the G, 15, 17 on the B string. Half step bend, the 17, then do it again, another half step bend. Then pick 17, 15. So it's just like the other one. This one's gonna be slightly different. Instead of just doing 13 and 15, you're gonna do the 12 on the G, then the 13, 15. And everything else is the same. So we just added that G right, the 12th fret on the G string right before it. And then this is the same. And here we're going to do a little bit different ending. We're going to build up to doing the melody again. 10 on the B. Whole step bend on the G, on the G string, 12th fret. Then back to that 10 on the B string. Then 12. Then a half step bend on that 12. Then back into the melody again. So this time, we only bend the note once, half step the 17th fret at the half step once, because we're going to come over and do this lick. Oh, sorry. So we have this. Half step in, grab the 15 on the high E string, and then put your third finger on the 15th fret on the second string, the B string, whole step bend, and then pick 15 again, flat. So we have this. All right. Then the next phrase, what's going on there? We start with the same 12 on the G string, 13, 15 on the B, whole step bend at the 15, and then we reach over and grab the 13th fret on the first string, then do another whole step bend on the 15 on the B string, then pick 15 flat, and then 13 with vibrato. Then we have the that same 10, 12, 13, whole step bend at 13 twice, release, pull off to the 10, and then do 2 whole step bends at the 13 again. And then we do a quick little pull off lick. We have 10 on the high E string and then pull off 13 to 10. So we got all right, and then he ends this with a little blues lick, a little fast lick. So what's going on there? We have a whole step bend at the 20th fret, and then a half step bend. And then we start doing the fast lick, which is 17 on the high E, 20, 17 on the B string. Then we do a whole step bend on the 19th fret on the G string, back to 17 on the B. And then we have a half step bend and release at the 19th fret, 17 on the G string. So we have then we come over and grab the 19 on the D string, roll back to the 19 on the G string with his third finger, and then back down to the D on the 19. Then we're going to go back up. We're going to go 17 and on the G string, and then 19 on the G string with a whole step bend. Roll your first finger from the 17th on the B to the E, back down to the B, pull off 20 to 17, then we have 19 on the G string to 17 on the B, whole step bend and release on the 19 on the G, pull off to 17, back to 19, roll over to the 19 on the D string, and then 17, 19 on the G string, and then end it with a whole step bend on that 19. It's a lot of notes to get around. It's better just to kind of sometimes hear it and see it played really slowly. So I'm going to play the whole thing really slowly a couple of times. One more time, just a little quicker. Okay, so that takes us all the way through the intro solo and the main solo, and really all we have left to do is the outro solo, which is the real crowning solo piece. This is the monster, so get ready for a lot of notes. You might want to go get a drink. All right, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.